All right. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another J.Athens video. And today we're going to talk about Canada. Um, Today's date is December 29th, and I wanted to do this video on Canada because I'm looking at the data, and there's some good things brewing for Canada. So let's talk about it really quick. Let's build a case. Let's make this video not too long, pretty short. So I want to show you some key information on Canada on why I believe that Canada is bullish going forward. All right, so let's break it down. First things first, based on my back office spreadsheet, we see Canada has a score of 402. So they're one of the top strong currencies right now out of the majors. And what also else stuck out was liquidity. We see liquidity previous was at 15%. They're decreasing liquidity. So if you understand how liquidity works in the market opposed to volatility, then you can understand that they're bringing down that balance sheet. And also another thing that I wanted to point out was, let's go over here. Let's get out let me get a screenshot really quick for you. So I think Canada is one that we should be paying very close attention to because let's go over here. The major thing that stuck out to me is when we look at a futures market on Canada and the 6C contracts, Canada, from the commercial standpoint, they have a negative 22% decrease opposed to large speculators at a 34%, guys. So this is very important to watch. These are some big numbers that came out from the commercial hedgers. So commercials are negative 22%. Large speculators are 34% plus. So I actually wanted to show a screenshot. Let me pull that up really quick. And let's do this. All right. So let's look at Canada from a futures and options standpoint. So if you see right here, let me get my pen out. There's that big change that I'm talking about based off of what the spreadsheet is telling me. And a negative 22% decrease from commercials and a plus 34% from large speculators. So with the fact that we see one, liquidity coming down, two, we see what the fundamental data are looking good. We see futures, the futures market, the commercial hedges are, pretty much bearish. They're almost not extremely bearish, but they're heading towards that territory because if we look at it right here in the past, just before 2020, we did hit some extreme bearish on commercials there. So there is room that they can still push to the downside. So if that happens, then we know large speculators are going to take it to the upside. All right. So looking at the data, guys, I think Canada's one to watch on. That 22% and that 34% is not something that we should just overlook. So let's go back over here. Let's look at a Canadian futures chart or Foresight 6Cs on a futures chart. We see right now price is around 0.7809. Based on what we look at, I think Canada. Now, here's what a lot of technical traders are going to do. They're going to see this big drop, and that's obvious. And as price is coming up, it's obvious of what retail traders are doing. They're trying to sell because they saw that big move. So I think retail traders are going to be selling as price pushes up. And based off what we see, that large change, if next week we get the same direction, if we get, even greater changes for large speculators and commercials, I think in the future we could see Canada near that 8.800 level or that 0.80. I think we can definitely see that level in the future. And I think retail traders are going to be trying to sell Canadian uh, dollar. Now, if we go back, let's go back to my spreadsheet, and we see Canada is one of those top stronger currencies right there at a 402 score. So we see that the risk is on with volatility. So we know, let's take a quick look at volatility so you can see exactly what I'm talking about. Let's take a look at the VIX. All right, so there's the VIX. We're in low volatile areas, guys. Those who understand who's taken my training and understand the whole VIX setup, we see that we're in low volatile environment. So we know what we need to do. So if we look at Canada, let's go back to Canada futures. I think there's definite upside to these highs right here, and then in the long term future, I think we can hit these flat numbers around 80. And I think it's definitely a go for Canada, guys. We just got to be patient. And let's also take a look at some opportunities for Canada. Now, Euro is one of those weak currencies right now with a score of 5. So right now, I'm definitely looking at an opportunity on Euro CAD, but I'm not entering the position now because I need to see how things play out from a price action level now. We understand. So I just took you through a mini series of how to build a case. You know, there's definitely way more things that we can look into, but let's take a look at EuroCAD to end this off. All right, so we see EuroCAD pushing down. We do have some key levels already set. Up, hold on. We do have some key levels already set. I'm going to set some more key levels right here, these white lines that we see. So right now it's showing us that they're on it's on a bearish move. And that's exactly what we want. Now, not to say I'm going to enter right now, because as I'm making this video, it'll just be, you know, crazy of me just to hit a short position. But this is one of those positions I'm telling you to keep an eye on, because Canada is one of those pairs. Like I said, before we end this video off, guys, negative 22% decrease from commercials with a plus 34% from large speculators. If you understand that from a futures perspective, you know what's actually going on in the market. Now, we're going to end it off here. If you guys would like access to the spreadsheet, go head over to my website, and at the top of the website, you'll see the tab that says back office. You guys can register there and you can get access to something like this. Once you register, you'll enter my private Telegram room, and in there you'll see a video that explains how to use the spreadsheet. So other than that, it's all about Canada right now. I think that's the one to look at going forward. It's the holidays, so the market is still slow. Volatility is showing that. So we need some, if we can get some volatility, then the right pair against Canada would be perfect, because we know prices actually move. All right, so we'll end it off with this one. And until next time, guys, it's J. Athens. Later.